Given the upcoming election, I thought it would be appropriate to talk about the Constitution. The Constitution was written to establish federal government. The first 52 words of the Constitution are the most important, and they discuss the 6 core purposes of our states. And the 6 core purposes are to connect the states, to establish justice, to ensure peace, to provide defense, to promote the welfare of the people, and to secure liberty now and for the future. It also amended the Articles of the Confederation. I'd liken the first 52 words of the 6 core purposes of the Constitution to living in a house. When you live in a house, there's rules and regulations that you have to live under. The rules, or if you live in a dorm, the RA, a dorm room, there's always rules that you have to live by. There's laws to the land, that's established in the Constitution. There's laws in the house, like you have to follow the curfew, you have to clean your room, you have to do your chores, whatever they are that's established, that's what you have to follow. The Constitution was established was written to establish the federal government. It also has there's 3 branches of government that help. There are a set of checks and balances. So the 3 branches of government that check and make sure that the people are following the Constitution are the legislative branch. That's the Congress, the House of Representatives, and the Senate. They establish the laws, they borrow and coin money, they regulate commerce and create a good commerce environment. They regulate immigration, they set up the post office and the roads, they maintain the Army, Navy, and militias. The legislative branch also declares war, they do the impeachments, and they make laws limited to the 6 core purposes of the government. Then we have the executive branch. That is the president. With the upcoming election, I think that's important to know what the president actually does. The president is the commander-in-chief. The president appoints ambassadors, judges, and officers. The president enforces the laws of the land. The president signs treaties and receives ambassadors. The president grants pardons, and he gives the State of the Union to the Congress. The 3rd branch of government is the judiciary branch. That's the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court takes appeals from the citizens' courts in the states. They make the principled judgments. They ensure jury trials, and they uphold the Constitution. Like the 3 branches, there are that enforce the laws of the land. In a house or a dorm, you would have your parents in a house, or the RA or the RD, and the RD. They probably work together in a dorm room. Your parents would act like the commander-in-chief, like the president. Your dad would be like the president. Mom would be the backup to enforce the laws. In your house, your parents will provide a safe place for you. They provide for your general welfare. They have food on the table, clothes on your back. They stand up for you. If a child is being mistreated, they're going to defend you. It's just like living in the United States. I saw a quote on Instagram this week. It was kind of funny. It says, "I feel like Trump and Clinton are 2 divorced parents fighting for custody of us, and we just want to go live with Grandma." So, that being said, are you ready for this upcoming election? Do you know how you're going to vote? Do you know how the measures and the candidates feel about the Constitution, what their beliefs are? So when you go to vote, maybe you can consider the Constitution in that, and whether a measure is amending the Constitution or changing the Constitution. That's important to know. Thank you.